With that being said, there's one last present that I want to present. Where's my mother? Oh, here. Oh, here we go. So, with that being said,
Hold on, I gotta get my camera ready. Hold on, I gotta get my camera ready.
Deja, Rayanne, Treadwell, I love you so much, and I want you to be mine forever.
Wow. Okay, Chuck. Okay.
Will you marry me?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Zamots podcast, where we focus on faith, family, fitness,
finances,
and friendships.
Today we're going to be reading from Proverbs 17, verse 22. It says, "A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones." Amen.
Amen.
All right,
y'all.
family. No. All right, family. So we back. Listen, today we're going to be reading questions from this game called the Connecting Couples deck. Okay. And we do these questions so people can get more familiar with us and they understand more about us and our relationship. And it's also entertaining for us, right? Because these questions are pretty interesting. So we each have three. We're going to read them off. She reads one, then I read one. And then, y'all just listen it. Okay, so you read the first one. Right?
Okay. What is your love language?
My love language is physical touch. Yeah, I like being touched. Yeah. I like hugging. I like kissing. I like all the rubbing. You asked me a question. Okay. So here's my question. It says, was there any time in our relationship?
But do I answer this question too?
Oh, my bad. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Because here you go.
Hold on, my bad. Okay, so what is your love language?
Acts of service.
Yeah, we had this question before.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, some of them just like pop questions.
Okay. So this question we haven't had before. Was there any time in our relationship when you doubted it would work? Explain.
We have answered that question.
No, you haven't.
Yes.
Explain.
I doubted that it would work whenever there wasn't a full line of communication. Like there were certain things that wasn't being said. Certain things I wasn't in the light about, certain things he wasn't in the light about. It was still like we were together but living separate.
That's good.
So yeah, for me, I was like, yeah, this probably ain't gonna work because like I'm not about to do this.
Yeah, that's good.
What about you?
No.
Never a doubt.
No.
Not one.
Because listen, you make a relationship work.
That's true.
If something happens and you want to leave, then you have that right. But when you make a decision in your head of who you want to be with, there's always going to be things that happen.
Yeah.
Right? You just you make it work. So people that have been together for 40 plus years, right, 30 plus years, they make it work. Right? If you talk to them, they'll probably tell you about all the stuff that they've been through in their relationship. But they're still together because they make it work, right? They made a commitment to each other. So no, my answer is no to that.
It's a game of compromise.
Yeah.
I think just from like the women perspective, I think just from our perspective, it's like a lot of times just from like dealing with males, they're so unsure about themselves.
Yeah.
And because they know that it's not good for men to be alone. A lot of times they strangle a woman alone.
Right.
And
that's true.
They feed them like this fairy tale. And I haven't personally experienced that because I'm very like, okay, if you're doing that and it's just not working for me and it's something I'm not willing to compromise on, like it's certain things that I'm not compromising on, we can't build and grow together, I'm not about to put myself through it. Like once you show me that you don't truly love me or care about me or that you're just stringing me along and you're feeding me what I want you to tell me.
Right.
Because it's very easy for a male to get to know a female and easily cater to her needs.
Right.
Like it's not that hard. You study her for a certain amount of time and you got the key, like to make her happy. So it's very easy as a woman to submit to that. So I feel like like in the beginning of our relationship, like I had to be like, okay, like this is giving what I wanted to give.
Mm-hmm.
He possesses all the qualities that I want him to have.
Mm-hmm.
Things that I like is non-negotiable. Is like he doesn't fall in that line. The things that it's just like other stuff, like we would just have to compromise. And that communicate, like feeling left out or not knowing things, like seeing what that kind of did to my parents. I'm like, I don't want that. Like even if it's bad, I need to know. You know.
Yeah.
So when that happened, it was a trigger for me. Like, okay, like it just makes you think, okay, like what else are you keeping from me? Like,
Right. Yeah.
You know. So I
definitely understand.
I feel like it wouldn't be like I wasn't like, oh, I'm about to leave him.
Right.
It just made me question, like, okay, like, is this really what I'm so like? Is he really my soulmate? Like, is this meant to be a long-term thing, or is this meant to be a lesson for me?
Right.
But it was never like, oh, I'm about to up and leave you. I think it's just like, as a woman and a man too, in a man too, like you have to kind of like sit back and look at the situation, especially like when the relationship is fresh. I feel like a lot of times people is like in that puppy dog stage to where you don't. Like I scope and look at every little bitty thing. Like, so.
Yeah.
That's why I have to elaborate on that real quick.
Okay, you got the next question.
Okay. When was the most challenging time in our relationship?
When you was going through postpartum.
Yeah.
I think that was the most challenging time in our relationship. Because I didn't even realize what was going on until like after the fact.
Yeah.
But it was challenging because she was going through it emotionally, right? Physically, mentally. And, you know, the whole house felt it. So, yeah, I think that was a very challenging time in our relationship. That was the most challenging time in our relationship. Thus far, we're probably going to have more challenging times. But thus far, that's been the most challenging time in our relationship. And if you married, or if you have a girl that's pregnant or a partner that's pregnant, like postpartum is real. You know what I mean? And if you don't know about it, you should read up on it. That would be my recommendation, because I didn't know anything about it until like after the fact, and I didn't really think it was like that common, honestly. But it seems like it's very common. All right, y'all. So next question. So it says, "What has?"
I didn't answer the question.
Oh, all right. So when was the most challenging time in our relationship?
Yeah, that.
Okay, so you agree with my answer?
Yeah. I think the other time I don't. So that's in our relationship, but I also want to do as far as like parenthood. Okay. I would say the most challenging thing for parenthood for us was whenever Noah got sick.
Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like a lot of times we talk about like postpartum or like pregnancy with her.
Right.
But that was like a while ago. I would say like the most recent thing is like when Noah was having the febrile seizures.
Right.
Like that was, I don't know. It's
that,
like
that
it was
really
a challenge.
challenging for me.
It wasn't challenging, but I knew that both of us was like fighting to make sure that we were there for each other. I'm about to start crying.
Yeah, I mean it was it was a reality check. Like, dang,
it was a challenging situation because you see your child like that is completely healthy.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about it.
And it wasn't something as if she wasn't healthy. It was just a matter of like, it was febrile seizure, if I'm pronouncing that right, to where you spike a temperature really, really high and you seize.
Yeah.
And it happened randomly. Like she wasn't sick. She wasn't
right.
Like she had caught a fever, but I mean she was breastfed. So our kids getting sick like that, like it'd be a shocker to us because they don't get sick like that. Even when they are around other kids, they don't get sick like that. So I'll say from like relationship wise, postpartum, that was our most challenging thing. And then parenting wise, it was, the situation with Noah with her having seizures.
Right.
Like that was, cause it's like what could I do to like do something different? You could do. And then what can I do to like ease your mind? And it's like he is the peace, and I'm like trying to be peaceful, but at the same time like on alert, like trying to make sure I don't miss a sign of like if it was to happen again or whatever like that. But it made us stronger. Like after the situation, after it happened more than one time, I think it was like it still frightened us. Like it still was like, okay, here we go again.
Right.
But it made us walk in confidence and be able to know that like whenever we're going through something like difficult or, you know, especially when it comes to your kids, like I feel like especially I can speak for both of us on this, like can't nothing really take us out of our character or make us or shift or shake us unless it has something to do with our kids or it has something to do with one another. Like it's on alert and it's like protective mode. And that just made me like admire you more because he was like firm. Like he knew that I was just a wreck. He knew that I was a wreck, but he stayed daddy. Like he stayed, you know, the protector, the provider, the, you know, in that situation, like Noel knew to look to him and you being there and she was just like, it just made us stronger as a family.
Yeah.
And just made me really know that like our relationship, like God really like balanced us. Like he balanced us because it's like I'm mommy. So it's like I feel her. Like I felt it. It wasn't like I'm seeing her and I'm like, oh, I felt it. I felt like her emotions. Every bit of what she was going through, I feel it with them. And it's so, I won't say weird, but it is. But I have to realize like they're connected to me. Like I carried them. So it's that emotional thing. I have to be emotional in that moment. And he has to be everything else. So
yeah,
I would say that was the two.
Yeah, you made up your own question, but it's okay. I like that question.
No, I just feel like because we speak on that postpartum situation, like when it comes to challenges or the toughest thing that we went through, we speak on that a lot. But that was 4 years ago.
That's the most challenging thing in our relationship, I feel.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like if we wanted to talk about like just to give an update, like something more recent, it would be that.
No problem. Okay, it says. So my next question says, "What has loving me taught you about yourself?" That's a good question. Y'all did a good job on that.
Say it again.
What has loving me taught you about yourself?
That I never experienced true love.
Ooh.
For sure.
Ooh, that's a good response right there. I'll give you some on that. Oh, man. That was a good one.
Yeah, that I never experienced true love in the aspect of no conditions.
Yeah.
I won't go and say I've never experienced love, but to experience love with no conditions. Like when we got together, is unconditional love.
Yeah.
Like no matter what I did, I know that this man will still love me. Like despite my flaws, despite stuff that I fight and battle with or try to, you know, that I'm working through, he loves me unconditionally. Yeah. And I've always said that. I remember telling my dad, like, whoever my husband is, he has to love me unconditionally because I'm broken. Like I remember telling him that. I'm like, cry. Like, oh my God.
Well, we all are, aren't we? Ain't we all broken? Dealing with something?
Yeah, but like it's a difference between being broken and then being broken, like broken.
Yeah, because she just said two different things.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me answer. It says, so you asked me.
Okay. What has loving me taught you about yourself?
That I can adapt to any situation. Yeah. And that I'm willing to change for the people that I love. Yeah, it's taught me that. I'm not set. I'm not set in my ways about anything. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to compromise. I'm willing to do things different. You know, my bride decides she wants things different 5 years from now, I'm going to do things different. Like, I'm willing to compromise. I'm willing to change because ultimately I want, you know, a happy marriage. I want a blissful marriage and a blissful family more than I want anything else.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I think that's it. That's good. That was a good question.
That is a good question.
All right, so she got like 4 more. I got 1 more.
Okay. Fill in the blank. You know I love you when I. You know I love you when I.
You know I love you when I. Cook.
Cook.
Cook. I mean, I don't know. You know, I love you when I. That's my answer. Cook.
Cook.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, you ask me.
You know, I love you when I. I mean, yeah. You know, I love you when I what?
Give me extra kisses.
You extra kisses.
Yeah.
That's good.
Give me food.
That's good right there.
Yeah.
Not cook.
Yeah, cook or give me food. It don't matter.
All right.
What makes
Oh,
us?
hey, ho.
But I got more questions left in you.
Oh, so you about to read all those?
Yes.
Okay.
What makes us special as a couple?
We're individuals. That's what makes us special as a couple.
Pretty much.
I've never told my wife that I can't live without her. I wouldn't want to live without her, but I never told her that I can't live without her, or that like she's my world. I don't think I've ever made that statement, because that's not the truth. Like, I love her, like, with all my heart, but I understand that we're individuals, and we've come together, right? And we're creating this life together, but we both understand who we are as individuals. Therefore, because we understand who we are, it makes our relationship together even stronger, right? If somebody doesn't have an understanding of who they are as a person, and they get their confirmation, their affirmation, their security comes from someone else instead of coming from God, then that's a dangerous situation, right? Because that person is relying on you to be their source, right? This ain't that. I don't rely on my wife to be my source. God is my source, right? So,
which is why relationships end up not lasting, because you're clinging to your partner for every single
for everything,
thing. Like,
yeah,
you have no
that's
independence.
unhealthy.
You don't know who you are. You can't operate who you are without them. Like, we see it a lot of times, like when people get into relationships, they can't move without their partner.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing without their partner. Like, you have to find that sense of you, because if not, it's just going to put a strain on your relationship.
Yeah.
To where you either reach a point to where y'all always together and can't do nothing apart, to where the next stage in your relationship is to where you have no connection, you have no love, you have no nothing, no spark to razzle dazzle relationship up to, like, you have no nothing to put into your relationship, because you didn't made your partner your God.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
you idolize your partner.
Yeah,
right?
when I feel like if somebody hear you say that, like, we might need to make that at the beginning of the clip. Like, my husband isn't my world. Like,
Yeah.
I can live without him. Do I want to? No. Will I? No. But I can live without him.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Because I am who I am. He is who he is, and together we made us.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, girl, she's showing out on the pod, ain't she? I'm trying to tell you something. Okay, next question.
Oh my God. Okay, which one? Give me one. Which one?
This one right here.
No, which one?
Okay, that one.
Which one?
This one right here.
Okay. When I'm gone for too long, what do you miss most about me?
When you're gone too long, what do I miss most about you? I just miss your warm. I just miss your warmth.
My warmth.
Yeah, just your warm spirit. I'm lying. I miss her, but I just like to watch her walk away, but then come back.
And then come back. Okay. Yeah.
All right. When I'm gone for too long, what do you miss most about me?
This right here.
My chin hair?
Yeah. I like this part right here.
She missed my chin hair and my hook.
Yeah. You got a nice hook.
Okay, we each got one question left. All right, so it says, I'll read mine. How has our relationship changed from its beginning?
From its beginning?
Uh-huh.
Like example.
How has it changed from when we first got together?
Changed a lot.
Yeah.
The way we communicate, the way we love on each other, the way we take care of each other, everything has changed.
Yeah.
As it should. We both have grown individually. Both have grown together. So it's like, ask us that question next week. It's gonna be different.
Facts.
Like it's forever evolving.
I wouldn't say evolve because I don't like that word. I just realized that I don't like the word. I knew I didn't like it, but now I realize why I don't like it.
Okay.
Evolve. No, it's nothing against you, but just evolving sounds like it implies change without intention, right? That's what evolving implies. It implies that things will just grow and become better and change without intention, and that's not the truth, right? We've grown as individuals and as a couple. We have grown, and that's why things are better for us now. Like we're like we've changed, we've grown. Mm-hmm. So I agree with what you said. So except the evolve part.
Okay.
So so I agree with that. We've grown as individuals and we've grown as a unit, and we've both changed some things about ourselves for the betterment of our relationship. And also we've implemented kids into the picture, right?
A lot of them.
Mind you, a lot. There's only 3. Mind you, we listen, we were together for probably a year and a half before we had our first child.
If that.
I don't know if it was that long. It's like it was like everything happened so fast. Our relationship has been like boom, pam, wow. Like it's just like he's just at it, right? Which is great. I love it. She says, "Oh, I wish we would have had some more time together. Just us. We could have traveled more and did whatever." I love the way that it happened.
No, I'm not saying that I don't love the way that it happened.
No, I'm not saying that you're saying that.
But you
No. I'm not even implying that you're saying that.
But I love the way.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm saying like me. I'm just saying like I love how it happened for us. Like everything happened so fast, and it forced us to grow
organically.
Yeah, it was organic, but it forced us to grow so quick. Mm-hmm. And like I love that. I love that it happened that way. Some people get in a relationship, right, and they be together for 5, 6, 7 years, and there's no change. Like there's no because listen, like in order for you to change, there has to be something that either hurts enough for you to change, right? Or there has to be like an outside force. Something has to cause you to change. Yeah. You ain't just gonna change just to change, right?
Go one more. Oh, I need to change.
Oh, I need to change.
There's nothing pushing you.
Yeah, something has to push you. Something has to like motivate you and get you out of your state in order for you to change. So us bringing a child into the world like together, like it forced us to change. Us, wanting to be married, and us, growing as a couple and wanting to better our relationship forced us to change. Us having a long-term vision of our life and what we wanted things to look like forced us to change, and it forced us to grow. So that's how I feel about that.
And we individually wanted it. Like
for sure.
It couldn't be like he wanted something for a family and he wanted to change or had to go for our family and I had nothing. Yeah. We both had to come with something. I feel like a lot of relationships, like especially like when you're in that beginning stage, like we get that so much and it be irritating. Oh, y'all in that puppy dog stage, y'all in that honeymoon phase. And it's just like,
what does that mean?
I mean, that phase lasts the first, 1-2 years? Mm-hmm. We about to be 7 years in the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that. It's that we push each other and we grow and we have a vision for our life and for our family. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is like, the root of it is, I want us to be happy. Mm-hmm. I want both of us to be happy. I want you to be happy to do things for me. I want to be happy to do things for you. I want us to experience life together and be happy. I don't want to just be like we was out to eat and we was talking about, Yank people. And they was like, it's like how they act and interact with people is like, well, not with people, with each other. It's like their relationship gives to like, I'm with you because I don't want to die alone.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm just tolerating you, and it's like, oh yeah, yeah, okay. Like it's no type of engagement.
Yeah.
There's no type of excitement. There's no type of just like actually being happy to sit, actually being happy to sit and talk to you and just everything. Like,
yeah, you know, I sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, when you get 20 years in the game, 30 years in the game, like, I think what happens is people forget why they are with the individual that they're with. Like they forget the things that make that person their person. Like they like it's just normal for them now. They've been doing it for so long.
they're
It's just like,
conditioned to it.
yeah, they're just like, oh, it just is what it is. Like that's just my wife. She's just, you know what I mean? But what I try to do and what I will continually try to do is, always point out the things that make my wife special and, show appreciation for it. You know what I mean? And really give thanks to God for bringing her into my life because, listen, not everybody is blessed to find somebody that they want to share their life with, right? Like I actually want to share the rest of my life with my wife. It's not like I don't feel like I have to because we're married. Like I wouldn't have married her if that was the case. Yeah. It's like I want to. Like she's the person that I want to be with. Like we laugh together, we joke together, we argue, we fuss, like we make up, we raise our family together, we continually grow. Like this is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? And this is always what I wanted. So I think that's the importance of those 5 pillars that our whole podcast is about, right? The faith, family, fitness, finances, and friendships. Like those 5 pillars right there. Once you establish those 5 pillars and you look to operate in those 5 pillars, then like your life can be amazing. But if you have one of those things that are missing or out of order, then there's a void in your life. You know what I mean? So, what's your last question? Okay. We just went off on a little tangent.
What's the most romantic thing I've ever done for you?
I remember one time I think I went on a vacation. I went on a trip somewhere to Florida. I came back and my bride like decorated the whole house. She had rose petals on the floor. She had a little note when I walked in, and she had music playing, I believe, and she just had this whole setup. And I walked in the room, and she was asleep.
I was not asleep. I was not asleep. Be for real. How would I know to turn the music on?
No, it was already on.
No, it was not, babe. I was not asleep. Now sit here and lie.
I remember you being asleep. You wasn't asleep?
I was in the bed waiting for you.
Oh, she was in the bed waiting for me. So that must have been another time when she was asleep. But there's been a time where she set something up and I walked in and she was asleep. There's been a time. But that particular time, okay, she wasn't asleep. She was waiting for me. And we had a time. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's the most romantic thing that you've done for me, babe. What's the most romantic thing that I've done for you?
Playing my vacation.
Playing your vacation?
Yeah.
What vacation?
I mean, playing my birthday.
Playing your birthday?
Yeah, on a cruise.
That's the most romantic?
Yeah. Like that whole thing, like planning out, blindfolding me, like telling everybody the whole thing, and I ain't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
That, most romantic.
That's good.
And let me wait. I would have to say, like, when you write me notes, flowers.
Yeah. But that's not the most romantic. Right. The most romantic is, like you said, the birthday.
Yeah, the most romantic thing was the birthday because we actually had time to, like, spend together. And I love the fact that you don't have your phone for real.
Yeah.
Like, we had our phone literally just to capture memories, but other than that, it was literally just like, but basically it was like a honeymoon for us too.
Facts.
So we was
that's pretty much
honeymooning it up, just
I thought you was gonna say when I asked you to marry me. She missed the opportunity.
No, I wouldn't say that though, because it would have to be the most romantic thing. Like it was a room full of people.
Yeah.
Like it was romantic and random. That's dang.
Baby shower.
That was the first surprise you ever did for me.
Yeah, I proposed to her at our baby shower. at
Or
our
Noel.
Noel, our firstborn.
Mm.
I proposed to her at our I proposed to my wife at Noel's baby shower. I think that was pretty romantic.
It was
because it was super like on the spot. Like I wasn't planning on doing it. My mom just said something to me about it. She's like, "Why you don't propose now?" Because I had already bought the ring, so I was planning on doing it, just not then. And I'm like, at the baby shower, like what? Like who proposes at a baby shower? She's like, just do it. Like why not? What you waiting for? I'm like, okay. So then I had to go and talk to her dad real quick. I'm like, listen, I think I'm about to propose. Like, is it like, do I got you? He's like, yeah, of course. He's like, go ahead. I'm like, all right, cool. So I had to leave the baby shower, go get the ring, then come back, and then yeah, it was special. So I'm gonna insert the clip.
So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for coming. You know, I thank all the love. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Man, my heart's racing right now. So, you know, as you guys know, I met her in public. Right? We didn't really talk that much when I was there. I mean, on and off, but it was really after I left that we kind of, you know, started to grow our relationship. You know, we started off as friends, right, and then the bond got deeper, and you know, my love is just growing for her every single day. You guys can see it. Y'all never seen me. Well, probably some of you, my friends, but my family, you know, her family, they never seen me. You guys never seen me with any other female, like ever, never seen me with a female. So. The jury's still out. Anyway, you guys never seen me with any other female. You know, I never felt any other woman was, you know, worthy of being around my family. You know, so obviously she is. You know, she's the love of my life. So I never thought I would find a woman like in this generation now, you know, that'll satisfy me to the core. You know what I mean? She's really everything I ever wanted in a girl, and I know it sounds cliche, but you know, everything I ever look for in a woman is her. Like she reminds me so much of my mom, the way she takes care of me, the way she watches out for me. You know what I mean? So, you know, with that being said, there's one last present that I want to present. Where's my mother? Here we go. So with that being said.
Hold on, I gotta get my camera ready. Hold on, I gotta get my camera ready.
I love you so much. And I want you to be my forever.
Wow. Okay, Chuck, okay. Girl, I know you ain't cheating on me right now.
Did she say yes?
I was like, oh, my whole side of the thing, like my friends and stuff were bawling, crying, because that's stuff that you see on TV or stuff that you see on social media, but you don't actually get to witness.
Right.
It. Then I was just baffled. So I got one more surprise. I'm thinking, I don't know what.
Think I bought her a necklace.
I didn't think it was jewelry. I thought it was like something like, I don't know. I thought it was probably like something for the pregnancy, like to make me comfortable or something like that. Like thought it was something like for me after birth or something like that. I didn't think he was proposing at all. Right. But it's crazy because we had been looking at rings. Like you had been taking me, like where like our time to spend together, we would go to the mall and like we'll get ring sizes. And I'm just like, I'm not thinking about it at all because I'm like, I'm not forcing him to marry me. Like when it happened, it happened. Like
Yeah.
That's how it happened. So